Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali, is stuck in Korea indefinitely. No matter how hard Johnny Somali begs, no matter how hard Ramsey begs, he is not going to get that speedy trial. So
it's better to have me as a friend, not an enemy. Trust me. I'll make your life hell.
Bro, I wish I was in America where I can just shoot people. Don't say that.
Oh my god, Johnny Somali is now facing up to 5 years in prison in America. Yes guys, you heard that right. Even after getting deported to America, Johnny Somali may have to face 5 years in prison. How and why? You have to watch this video till the end because there are some shocking updates about Johnny Somali. And to be honest, Johnny Somali now looks finished, not just in South Korea but also in America. With Donald Trump being the president of the United States, and after Johnny Somali made those statements against America, it now seems evident that Johnny Somali's chances of going to America are completely closed. By the way, let me give you some brief details about Johnny Somali's current situation and explain why he is not getting out anytime soon, why he will stay longer in South Korea, and how he may eventually be deported to another country instead of America. So in this video you can see Legal Mindset has explained shocking details of Johnny Somali's trial and how it is not looking good at all. It seems like finally South Korea is slowly becoming stricter on Johnny Somali, and they are taking his case more and more seriously.
So let's talk about that. So of course, yesterday Johnny Somali requested an expedited trial due to family commitments and stated he's already been in Korea a long time, complaining, moaning. Well, it turns out judge didn't care. The judge made it clear that some foreign defendants remain in Korea for up to 6 years just for their trials, and that's normal. The next trial date is February 11th, 2025, and there's likely going to be a new judge due to the regular yearly rotation of judges. So he's going to be there for a while, and that will not be his last case. That's just the next trial date. So what's the case law undergirding all of this, kind of supporting this? Well, in Korea, speedy trial is not like the United States. It's not a right that every criminal defendant gets. No, in fact, expedited trial is only for two specific circumstances. Either number one, a very simple, straightforward case where the defendant pleads guilty on all counts. So let's say they caught you red-handed. They know you're the perpetrator, and you're like, yeah, I'm pleading guilty to everything. Okay, that's expedited. Or if it's extremely high profile, like Park Geun-hye, Yoon, the Nth Room, it's got to be a very, 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 very high profile case to get that expedited trial. And that family obligation reason is not on the legal list of reasons that a trial should be expedited. Everybody has family obligations in Korea. Everybody is obligated to their family. That's not an excuse. And the other thing is, this is the real thing, which I'm just boggled that Ramsey is not, listening, I think, and is just saying these things, probably even without consulting his lawyer. The decision has to be made by a committee before the trial. It is not made during the trial. The judge is not going to all of a sudden, during the middle of a trial, expedite the trial. It's a procedure that has to be made at the beginning. So it's just something that is never going to happen under the Korean system and under the procedure for Johnny Somali.
So after threatening Korea many, many times and saying all kinds of things, Johnny Somali finally realized the situation when South Korea investigated his case, found it serious, and slowly started planning strict action against him. When he got reports from his boyfriend Hank Yu saying, "Johnny, you are in huge trouble now," Johnny Somali started making family excuses and all that. But all of us know that he is not in any kind of relationship with his parents, and that he does not care about any of his family members, so these are totally excuses. What's even worse for Johnny Somali is that even the South Korean judges know this, because Johnny Somali did the same thing to escape from Japan. So they are actually delaying the trial to make Johnny Somali suffer more and possibly put him in jail for more and more years going forward.
Further, the new judge may need some time to get to speed on the case. So we're talking about having a new judge in this case is going to come in February, and in that case, the judge may need another month, another 2 months, etc. And there also may be new charges. We talked about the child sexual harassment. That can come up. There's other things that could be added as well. So things can be added to the case between now and February. We've seen that time and time again. And remember, all of this could have been avoided if Ramsey simply apologized and pled guilty. If he had apologized, if he pled guilty, we would not be here today. Ramsey would already be on a flight, probably not going back home, but he would be on schedule to getting that flight at some point. Even if he got some jail time, he would have already served roughly a year of it. But that's not what happened because simply he denied everything. But
So according to the statement by Legal Mindset, things could have been good for Johnny Somali until new videos started surfacing on the internet. In those videos, what Johnny Somali said about Americans has now made many American people lose their minds. Literally. Now Americans are talking about it and requesting South Korea to deport Johnny Somali to America so they can teach him an American lesson. In this video, you can see Johnny Somali saying that he wants to shit Americans.
I'm a psychopath. You fucked with the wrong name. I'm actually diagnosed as psychopath. I'm actually diagnosed as bipolar. You know what I mean? I'm actually diagnosed as bipolar from a psychiatrist. So I would not want this guy as an enemy. It's better to have me as a friend, not an enemy. Trust me. Trust me. I'll make your life hell.
Bro, I wish I was in America where I can just shoot people. Don't say that, man. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. In America, you can just shoot somebody, bro. When you're in these other countries, you don't have no fucking rights. You don't have no fucking rights.
Making violent threats on social media, federal crime. What Johnny Somali said, openly threatening to shit Americans, even swearing to God, on camera and online. Why this is serious in America. In the United States, public threats of violence, even online, are treated as real criminal threats, not jokes. Possible punishment? Up to 5 years in federal prison. Heavy fines. Permanent criminal record. How this connects to Johnny Somali's case. Even after his friend tried to stop him, Johnny Somali didn't listen.
Bro, I wish I was in America where I can just shoot people. Don't say that, man. I swear to God.
He openly said he wants to shit Americans. So just imagine, if he gets deported to America, how can Americans trust someone who publicly threatened them? Because of this statement alone, Johnny Somali could face up to 5 years in prison in the US. So even if he leaves South Korea, he may be thrown straight into jail in America, and his chances of early release there are actually shorter than in South Korea, because he is a US citizen. And as of now, more or less everyone knows about Donald Trump's recent statements, where he said he does not want Somalis in the United States. So just imagine, if someone tells him what Johnny Somali said against Americans, what Donald Trump could potentially do to Johnny Somali.
Waltz is a grossly incompetent man. There's something wrong with him, okay? There's something wrong with him. Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other.
So guys, you just heard it. My question to you is, what do you think Donald Trump would do to Johnny Somali after hearing what Johnny Somali said against America? Do you think that even after hearing all that, Trump would try to save Johnny Somali? Is there any chance of that? Or what do you think could happen if Johnny Somali gets deported to America? I would really like to know your point of view. Let me know what you think. But if you ask me, I have to say that Johnny Somali's future, even in America, is not looking good at all. Because of what he said about Americans, what he did to America's image, and how he ruined the image of Americans all around the world, there is no way and no chance that Johnny Somali is going to have a good time even after getting deported from South Korea. If you ask me, I believe Johnny Somali is in more danger in America than in South Korea. Guys, let me know in the comments if you agree with me. I would really like to know your point of view on this one. And please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel.